Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about co-anglers and deep cranking. Today I'm probably going to get ostracized. I'm going to lose subscribers. I'm going to be called an idiot. But as a co-angler, I do not deep crank. And this is the reason why. And first of all, I love cranking, but these are for my team tournaments. Let me tell you the reason why I do not crank. For instance, we got the Strike King 6XD. This 6XD is designed to go 18, 25 feet. A boater gets lined up on a point or a shell bed offshore. He knows that whenever he makes that cast, that bait is going to be coming down. It's going to be kicking that shell bed as he goes across. He has the perfect angle. He can make that cast over and over repetitively in that one spot to trigger a strike. You as a co-angler, you don't have that option. You don't have the angle. Matter of fact, you're not going to be casting up in the same shell bed that he's going to be hitting and all. He would probably, like I said, come meet Jesus, talk with you. But again, I do not deep crank. Here's your other options whenever your boater is deep cranking. Okay, first, a 1 ounce hardhead. 1 ounce hardhead, you can chunk it out, sinks to the bottom really quick, and it stays on bottom. You can reel it back, make it move. It's a faster approach. It's a faster presentation, I should say, to a fish. It's a backup plan to cranking. So, matter of fact, the fish that don't want to hit the crankbait are going to hit this hardhead or wobblehead, whatever you want to call it. Second option, a football jig. Football jig is a slower presentation. You can walk it through the shell beds. You can walk it through the rocks. When they don't want something moving fast, like the crankbait or the wobblehead, you can more finesse them with a 1 ounce football jig. They'll be more likely to take this over that. I got a friend that he'll call me up and say, "Hey, come, let's go fish this tournament together." And I'll say, "Okay, what have you been doing?" He said, "I'm throwing a hardhead." And I'll get up the lake, get in the boat with him. I'll look down. He doesn't have a wobblehead or a hardhead tied on. He's got a football jig. And I said, "I thought you were wobbleheading." He goes, "I am." He literally throws a 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce football jig out on structure, lets it go to the bottom, and just slowly starts reeling it back. And I thought that's the most oxymoron thing in my life. But once I started doing it, I have a great hookup ratio on it. I mean, again, football jigs. Third option, the old Carolina rig, the ball and chain. This is a bait that it doesn't matter if it's a 6-inch fish or a 6-pounder. They will annihilate this thing if you bring it through where they're staged up at. They love this Carolina rig for some reason. It's a lost start, but slowly starting to come back. Last and final, the drop shot. If you're out on a TVA lake, you have these shell beds. You start bringing the football jig, the wobblehead, the Carolina rig. Those shells are razor sharp. Let's say if you get a bite, as soon as they start pulling back on you, set the hook, it snaps. Those shell beds cut your line. So with this drop shot, obviously the sinker, the lead is going to stay on bottom. Your the mainstay of the product here is the worm. It's up off the shell bed. So if you go to set the hook, you might lose your sinker, but you're still going to get the fish. Anyhow, guys, leave the crankbaits at home. Stick with what really works. Till next time.